Now, all is set and ready for the 4th consultative BBI forum in Kitui. Our reporter Murimi Mwangi spoke to a few leaders. Let's listen in.
Now, the Building Bridges Initiative Sensitization Forums heading to Kitui. Kitui being the 4th lucky county to host these forums, others being Kisii, Kakamega and Mombasa. And of course, what will be discussed here will be majorly issues affecting the Lower Eastern, and a resolution is expected to be adopted and released to the people before being handed over to the Building Bridges Initiative Steering Committee. But to just get to know what to expect as that forum gets underway, I am with a host of leaders from this region, and perhaps just to talk to a few of them, if I could start with Mheshimiwa here. The function happening here in Kitui, perhaps what should the residents of this particular county and the Lower Eastern expect in terms of what to be adopted in your memorandum?
Of course, we first come together as leaders. We've drawn our memorandum, looking at the issues, the insights on what we need to be addressed, because this is a defining moment for our country. We've had such a moment since the history of Kenya, since independence. In 1966, when we were getting independence, 63, when we were getting our independence, it was a defining moment. 1992, when multipartyism was being ushered in, it was a defining moment. 2010, when we got the new constitution, it was a defining moment. 2022 is a defining moment for this country. So, as residents of Ukambani, the lower eastern region, we are very excited with this, and it's an opportunity for us. We are also looking forward, not just for the country, but as a community, for us to break the ceiling. You know, we had a ceiling of our heads as a community. We've never managed to penetrate to the national leadership in terms of presidency, and that's what we are looking at, because BBI has all this, and it's giving opportunity to everyone, the leaders and the community, all included. So it's an opportunity we are going to seize wholeheartedly, and we would like to maximize every opportunity from it.
Perhaps if I could just pick it from there and also speak to one of your other colleagues here, Senator Wambua. This BBI initiative, or the project as it kick-started post the handshake between the president and the former premier, has been widely touted as poker games for succession heading to 2022, disguised as genuine forums for sensitization and likely changes to the constitution. How then do you detach these tough, high-octane succession politics from the real issues affecting your people here, even as you sit as leaders from this region, to just discuss that memorandum?
Thank you, Murimi. First of all, let us appreciate that the handshake that gave birth to the BBI was a political process. And so you cannot exclusively deal with BBI without touching on the politics of this country. So that should be expected. As to whether BBI should be a vehicle to deliver certain people in certain positions in 2022, that I tell you without blinking an eye, that we are opposed to that. We want a process that would deliver real service to the people of this country. Remember when we were passing the 2010 Constitution, there was national consensus that 80% of this document is good, but 20% needs to be looked into. This is the opportunity to fix that which we said in 2010 was not very good. This is an opportunity to fix it. But of course, politics will feature, not just in Kitui, but everywhere in this region as we deal with issues of the BBI. And for our case, because we are here, I want to make it very clear, absolutely clear, that there is no doubt as to who should provide leadership, political leadership, along BBI and all other issues in the Lower Eastern region. That person is Kalonzo Musyoka. There is no debate about that. I'm seeing people trying to strategize and position themselves, to launder themselves using the BBI process, but we are seeing them for who they are. You know, it should be remembered by Kenyans that the 9-point issues that Raila, Odinga and Uhuru Kenyatta raised during the handshake, one of those issues was corruption, the fight against corruption. So for me, as a senator of Kitui County, I will be totally and squarely opposed to any person who is under active investigation on issues of corruption. to provide leadership on BBI.
And I would want to pick it from there, Mheshimiwa, and possibly talk to the host MP. Because this is happening at a time when, as he says, there's a tussle in terms of the political kingmanship of the Lower Eastern region between your party boss and the three governors from this particular region. How then do you build these bridges when you're driving wedges between the supporters of your respective people here in the Lower Eastern?
Yeah, thank you very much. Let me start by saying welcoming everybody to Kitui County, and also Kitui Central, where I'm the area member of parliament. And I want to say this. You know, we could be having presumed fight between supremacy wars. That's wrong. And I say it's not true. In this region, it is very well known who the leader is. And we had a meeting on, was it Monday? Wednesday, at Istonavi. And everybody was there. And we all agreed we are going to conduct BBI initiative rally as a way of promoting unity of purpose. And from that meeting, it was very well resolved who the leader is in this region. So as our senator has said, that is not debatable. It is not debatable, and it will never be debatable. But what we are saying is, because we are a region, and the BBI is talking about building bridges, we are saying even as we build those other bridges at the top there, we'll still build the lower ones. Exactly. So that we move together as a team, and as a team, we'll be able to win. United, we'll get where we want to go.
Let's get some views from Machakos County. You are here from Mavoko constituency, Mheshimiwa. Yes. Interesting times that this Building Bridges Initiative Sensitization Forum happening here today happens only a few days before you hold a separate meeting as Wiper to also discuss the same issues. So what different issues are you going to be discussing in the other meeting that you will not discuss here, and what was the necessity of holding a separate meeting when you already have one here in Kitui?
I think when Kenyans should know, we had a meeting slated for 7th February 2020 before this meeting. And when we came together as Tony Athi, we agreed we will come for the BBI meeting, all leaders, and that's why our party leader, Dr. Kalonzo Musyoka, invited everybody to come here. And I want to tell Kenyans, it is Kalonzo Musyoka who is a bona fide leader who has united everybody behind this BBI. So the meeting of 7th is a consultative meeting going forward on the matters that are arising every day, and of course the state of the nation to be discussed during that meeting.
But Mheshimiwa, if you're going to pass resolutions here, adopt a memorandum and present it to the BBI steering committee, what then is the necessity of holding another meeting after the one you hold here in Kitui today?
Wait a minute. There is BBI and there is housekeeping. Now, BBI is a national agenda, and we are here to support it. We are inside. We are supporting it. We have our agenda. We have put them down, and it will be read. That said and done, we still have consultative meetings going forward. And I want to tell you, there are no side shows today. It is about BBI. We don't care whether there's someone who wants to take BBI to look like he's a kingpin, because we know who is a kingpin, and there's no competition. And I don't think there is anybody who has that kind of mindset. If there is any, it is very unfortunate, because everybody and Kenyans know, not even in Ukambani, Dr. Kalonzo Musyoka is the best presidential candidate 2022. We are talking about corruption. He is the only clean man, mweupe kama pamba, ambaye maneno ya corruption ajui. Maneno ile ingine watu wanaongea, oh, sijui who is who, that one does not arise here. And I want to warn anybody, if there is anybody who is bringing BBI here to be a stepping stone to prove to Kenyans that he or she could be anything above Kalonzo Musyoka, that one is defeated, na tusansema shetani ashindwe completely.
Thank you so much, Mheshimiwa. Kitui, the lucky county today to host the BBI sensitization forums. Will be interesting to see if leaders allied to Deputy President William Ruto, who have previously skipped this meeting besides the Mombasa one recently, will be attending the meeting, and how the itinerary will be like in terms of protocol and who speaks within the timelines when the function begins. Back to you in studio.
Indeed, Muremi, thank you.